Los Angeles, 1997. It's the hottest summer on record. Pollution is choking the city. The gangs control the streets.
It has not been a nice day!
As bad as things are, they're about to get worse. Much worse.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and how are you all today? In my video, which I'm about to start filming right now, Predator, the Badlands, I'm giving a reaction to. And I have seen an image here, there, and sometimes everywhere. Couldn't really avoid the damn thing. But without further ado, folks, let's get into this. And oh, hello. And who are you, my dear? Honestly, these things pop up. I don't go searching for them. They go searching for me instead, which I rather love. MMO strategy RPG game called Call of the Dragons. And that's what, and obviously it's ripping off quite clearly Monster Hunter Wilds, because you got that cat-like creature there with a character that looks like the hottie from that Successfully Wild. I don't know why I said that there. Capcom game.
Yes, hallelujah. It's the video show. And now, the man the BBC calls
Jason King on Kung Fu Hot Dog. Approved by 1970s Robert Redford.
90,000 and 11,000 dislikes. That's very interesting. Let's have a look and see what this is all about. Let's take this back a little bit. Nice set of trophies.
I didn't think you survived.
That classic music. So I'm going to hear a female voice. I know it's Elle Fanning. I quite like her as an actress, actually. She's pretty cool, but let's see. Which was a so-so movie. In the world. So the predator is actually being hunted.
You're hunting something that can't be killed.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Yeah, there's a lot of CGI going on in this trailer. Look, you cannot beat the original from 1987 by the great John McTiernan, and the director behind that movie. Fantastic. Arnie, Jesse Ventura, Bill Dukes, the late great Carl Weathers, but to name a few, right? Sonny, whatever his face was, Sonny Langham. But let's have a look at the synopsis down here, because I want to check what that says. Predator Badlands, which stars Elle Fanning, again, good-looking lady and a good actress, and Demetrius Schuster.
Not gonna work here anymore anyway.
Is set in the future on a remote planet where a young predator, Schuster, outcast from his clan, finds an unlikely ally in Thea, which is played by Elle Fanning, and embarks on a treacherous journey in search of the ultimate adversary. The film is directed by Dan Trachtenberg and produced by John Davis. Dan, and well, the usual, yeah, we don't care about that. And what are people saying in the comment section? The Predator is the protagonist now. Fanning, Predator, these lands look bad. Predator, wait, say that again? It's, yeah, now this design right here, I thought this was a girl Predator. I actually did, because you can't quite tell. It's very, I know it's a young Predator, it's a youngling, I get that, but it's a weird design choice, and looks kind of goofy, if I have to be honest. It's not the terrifying, because it's the good Predator. It's like, hey, this Predator and Thea, played by Elle Fanning, are gonna go for long walks. They're gonna have a Butch and Sundance moment, aren't they? It's raindrops keep falling on my head. That great song by BJ Thomas, right? So I think you're gonna get shades of that. Honestly, they should throw it in as a pop culture meme and see if anybody picks up on it. I think that'd be absolutely hysterical if they did that. Honestly, they should run away with that. They won't, obviously. So again, they're kind of walking away from the franchise roots. And yeah, I didn't like Prey because the first half of it was good, and then the latter half of it was the Amber Mid-Thunder, who plays a very insufferable girlfriend in the Novocaine film with Jack Quaid. At the end of that film, it's like, she saved the day, and all the women in her tribe are clapping her like, oh, well done. So the men's efforts were insignificant. A lot of them were just wiped out, weren't they? And it's like, yeah, female did it, blah, blah, blah. It was so awful. It was just like, oh, it just took away from what was actually not a bad first half of that movie. Again, we know we were going to get a girl boss, but it was just, by the end of it, I just wanted to gouge my own eyes out. It was just that terrible. So I really don't know what this is going to be like. It's an interesting premise, but you know what, folks, when it actually comes down to Predator as well, there are only 2 films in that franchise, and I'm talking about Predator 2 with the great Daniel Glover. Fantastic movie, and Bill Paxton, the late great performer himself. I absolutely loved that film, and it gets shat upon a lot, but it has grown into a cult favorite now because people revisit it to see why Arnie Schwarzenegger did not return. Directed by Stephen Hopkins, a very capable director, and it's a good, like, every time we watch that movie, it just gets better with each viewing, I think, and I think it's just really wonderfully great for that. Over-the-top violence. Danny Glover certainly does not ring in a performance. He just does what he can with the material, and I think he's a very amiable guy, and he plays a very likable character in that movie. So I've got no problems with ever rewatching that after, obviously, the GOAT that is Predator from 1987. But Predator Badlands, this is only the teaser trailer, folks. We could get campfire songs in the next trailer with Elle Fanning and the he, she, they, them Predator, because it does look gender ambiguous, doesn't it? That's the word I was thinking of. But oh my gosh, folks, if you enjoyed this video today, make sure you give it a like, slash and smack that subscribe button like with a big pair of Jill Valentine's cheeks, and I'll catch you all catching me for the return of the next video.
Danny Glover, Gary Busey, Ruben Blades, Maria Conchita Alonso, Bill Paxton. Predator 2. He's in town with a few days to kill this Thanksgiving.